Anchored momentum is a very good way of finding strong stocks from a particular anchor. That might be a date, particular date, or a particular event kind of a thing. Now, in this particular rally, which has started, the rally started with the Fed meeting, which was on July 27th. So, from July 27th, if you want to find out which stocks make the biggest move, and then look for a stock which is setting up nicely for a further move, then you can do it very easily. In order to do that, what you have to do is you have to calculate anchored momentum from the point of that particular date. So in order to do this in chart, it's very easy. For doing this in chart, what we'll do is like say this is universe, this is a list of stocks which I use every day, which is US common stock, American depository receipt, and they have a price about $3 and liquidity condition. So now this is the list which I have. Now you can go to tools, and when you go to tools, look for custom date sort. And when you go to custom date sort, you can look for July 27th. So before we go to custom date sort, let's like say let's go to SPY, which is the index, right? And this is custom. This is July 27th, right? This is where the Fed chairman came in and gave a press conference, and the market just took off. And since then, the market has been going up. So let's try and find out anchored momentum from that particular day. And if you go and see from that particular day and calculate the momentum, right, what you will see is the stock market is up around 9.93%. And now when you sort it, and when you sort it, add a column here. Once you added a column here, now since the Fed chairman started speaking, this is the number one stock in terms of its per price percent change or momentum, right? The number two stock obviously is Bed Bath and Beyond, and then the next one is B Cap. Now, how can you use this information? In order to use this information or this ranking, what you are looking for is some stock which already made a move and which is going sideways. Now, this stock made the move, big move. Now it is going sideways. Now, if you make a watch list of stocks like this, and then when they start breaking out, buy that, then you can benefit from this kind of a strong stock, because these are the strongest stock. Like this Carvana is something which I bought today, because same thing, it is like ranked very highly, right? Now that was going sideways for a couple of days, and that's the kind of stock which you want to look at. Now if you keep going like this, you are going to find stocks which made the move once the Fed chairman started talking, and which are having a pullback, or they are having an orderly consolidation. As you can see, this is a biotechnology stock which made a move, and now it is having a minor pullback. So now this goes into my watch list. Like this, uh, anything which is like this is a buyout, so that's why it's a straight line. So that's why I'm not interested in stocks like that. Now here is another stock which had this first leg, very nice first leg of 110%, stock almost doubled, and now having a very nice pullback consolidation. So that's the kind of stock which can break out again, and on the breakout you buy, or you can buy in anticipation of the breakout. So if you go through like this top 100 stocks, you might find 4 or 5 ideas, and those are the ideas which become your watch list. So here again you will see this Luminar Technologies is like basically setting up possibly for a next leg. If it goes more 2-3 days sideways, that will be better. And like this. So if I keep going and look for the top 100 stocks by momentum, and this is anchored momentum, anchored from that day, then I can find stocks which have really started going up from the day the Fed chairman meeting happened, right? And that's how you can find anchored momentum very easily. Like here is another one which is looking good, and it's ranked 62 by ranking from that day's momentum, or coin is setting up very nicely for a possible move. So like this, if you're looking for stocks which are going sideways or setting up nicely, then you will have a list of stocks which have very strong momentum from when this rally started. And then after having made their first leg, they are setting up for a possible second leg or a third leg in some cases. And those stocks, then you make a list and wait for them to start breaking out. Like only is a stock which had a breakout and then it's going sideways. So that's the stock which we can use basically. Here again, like see here, and it's only just 2 days. It can once you put it in a watch list, you have to watch them for a couple of days. Sometimes they don't break out immediately. They're going to be there for a couple of days, and then they can break out. Right? Whenever there's a flat line, that's a buyout. So those are not good. Here GTHX, another one which is there. So if you go through 100 stocks, you're going to be finding 5 to 6 ideas, right? So you have these many ideas. Out of that, you can prioritize and see which one is setting up. This is the number one idea, basically, which is setting up very nicely. This is number two, and then you have like a net number three. So if you have 3 or 4 ideas and you're watching intently, then you can get in much earlier as and when they start breaking out. So anchored momentum, you can use it very well to find these kind of moves. You can define the anchored momentum from any point. If you think this is the low of the move for this particular thing and you want to calculate it from there, you can do it from there also. So in that case, you just again go to tools, custom dead sort, and just like set it up here, and then like here. So that's a, and then you put a column there, sort column, and once you have that, you can find out which stock. As you can see, most of the stocks which will be ranked very high will be biotechnology stocks, and those are the stocks which have the highest momentum currently. And the stocks which were holding up well when this correction was happening were the oil and gas stocks, and those stocks, if you can see, they are no more ranked higher in momentum. So the new crop of stocks which have shown up since this move started, these are the kind of stocks which can make a move, right? That is another one which is setting up very nicely. See here, it's going sideways. Any breakout out of that is a buy. So anchored momentum is a very good way of finding stocks which are actually participating in a particular move. Because if you are using a 6 months momentum, it may not be very relevant because this entire rally started only just 2 months ago. So using a particular anchored point, whether it is an anchor to a 52-week low or if it is anchored to a particular phenomena or a catalyst. In this case, the particular catalyst was the Fed chairman's meeting from which the market started rallying. And then you can find which stocks were actually leading this particular move. And then within that, look for stocks which are going sideways or having a mild pullback, and then make a watch list. And from that watch list, whenever they start breaking out, you can enter.